Hey everyone, I'm Ben, and in this video we're covering Law 9 of the 48 Laws of Power. This one is, win through your actions, never through argument. And what this one is really about is using your achievements to actually make your point. What you want to avoid is the never-ending cycle of arguing with someone, of constantly going back and forth and trying to rely on rhetoric and persuasion to convince people to do one thing over another. This is a challenging thing to do because the other person has the exact same tools as you. Yes, they may be a little bit better or worse at arguing, but you both are relying on words to make your arguments. The trump card here is reliant on your actions, the things that you have actually done. When you do them, they become facts, and the facts speak for themselves. Actions speak louder than words, so use actions as your argument. Now there's two key reasons why this is important. The first is it's really hard to argue against the facts, against things that have actually happened. Whether it's a sales target or a project that you've delivered or finally closing out a key KPI, these are things that you have actually done, and that turns them into facts. Facts are hard to dispute because, like I said, they've already occurred. Everyone can see black and white what has been delivered. Now contrast this with opinions, because ultimately when you rely on words, that's what it's boiling down to. Your opinion on what you think will actually happen, or someone else's opinion, or what they think will happen, or what has happened. The challenge here is you both are having opinions. Now someone may have an opinion that you think is more worthy or more important because of their status or because of what they've done previously, but the thing that trumps all of this is your actions, the things that you have actually achieved. If you are able to do something, then there is no more argument about it. It's been done. The second point is that people are drawn to success. Now there is a psychological advantage here of winning an argument through the actions, through the things that you've actually delivered, instead of just relying on your opinion or your ability to persuade. People see track record, they see what you're able to deliver, and it impresses them and they gravitate towards you. They want to know how things get done, and they want to be able to do things just like you. This is a powerful psychological advantage to have, both in terms of winning an argument, but also in terms of building your influence and power in either your organization, your friendship group, whatever the field of play that you're trying to participate on. This builds influence. Prove yourself through tangible achievements, and people will recognize your power and your influence will grow. Now, in terms of applying this one, it actually comes down to achievements and how you actually pursue them and complete them. And so really it comes down to three key principles here. The first is identifying significant goals. If you're going to rely on achievements and the things that you do to win arguments, you need to make sure the things that you are doing are important and have value to the people around you. There are many people in organizations that get trapped into having goals that are very small or insignificant. These don't hold a lot of weight, both in terms of the work that you are doing, but also to rely on them in an argument. You want to make sure that the goals that you set in are important, are things that are aligned to your boss and your boss's boss, to where your organization is trying to go, to things that are happening more broadly across the economic and market landscape. By making sure that your goals are important, when you achieve them, they're going to hold a lot more weight in the conversation and in any argument that you may be drawn into. The second is planning how to achieve your goals. So now that you've set a worthy goal, you need to take time to be strategic and understand what are the steps that you are going to take to actually achieve it. It only counts as something that you can use in an argument if you've actually successfully done it. This is where a lot of people come undone. They pick these lofty goals and they have no idea how they're actually going to get there. You need to take time and understand what are the steps that you need to take from where you are to where you want to be. You need to be methodical in planning out who needs to do what, how it needs to get done, and when it's going to get done. You need to understand any potential roadblocks that you may come up against and people that you may need to rely on for influence and alliances to get the job done. Planning is one of the most important things that goes into this one, but a lot of people forget about it. Take your time and do your planning. Be strategic and be thoughtful. The last principle here is execution is everything. It's personally one of my favourite sayings, and I wholeheartedly believe in this one. It doesn't matter what you promise, it's what you do that counts. You can have the great goal that you've set now, you have your plan, but all of it counts for naught unless you actually achieve it. You need to be disciplined in your execution. You need to make sure that you meet your commitments. You need to understand in your organization, whatever situation that you're dealing with, what are the levers that need to be pulled to get things done? How do you become the person that makes things happen? That's the reputation that you want, and that's the attitude that you need to develop and the discipline to actually rely on this one. If you want to rely on your achievements to win arguments, you need to make sure that you have them. You set your goal, you work out your plan, and then you execute. Nothing is more important than this last step. Execution is everything. So that's a wrap on this one, guys. So if we reflect, Law 9 is all around demonstrating your point through your achievements. Now the reason why this is important is 1, it's hard to argue against facts, and 2, people are drawn to success, to the things that you actually achieve. Now in how to actually apply this one, as you're going to want to have achievements if you want to use them in an argument, is 1, set important and worthy goals, 2, be strategic in your planning, and 3, most important, execute. Execution is everything. Now, if you want to watch a video on why it's really important to make others come to you, click here.